Hey guys! Hi! I am back again. I am trying to be more consistent with these videos, so I'm hoping, cross fingers, weekly I'll have enough to say. So thank you so much for being here. Basically today I wanted to share with you guys why I quit social media and how happy I am as a result of quitting social media. And that's, you know, to leave the discussion of whether or not YouTube is social media behind. Personally, I don't really feel like YouTube. Okay, fine. I'm going to go into it a little bit because I'm pretty sure there are going to be comments down below about, you know, YouTube is a social media. How ironic that you're talking about it here. Personally, I don't think it's like a social media because maybe it's just the way that I use it. Like, I follow people who I admire and who inspire me and who have something valuable that I want to hear, as opposed to kind of just following pictures or following posts that I don't necessarily need to see or want to see. And I guess in a sense with videos, you can either choose to click onto something if you wanted to see it, whereas with some of the other platforms like Facebook and Instagram, it's just like it's right there in your face. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, anyways, whatever. I'm just not going to go into that into detail. And plus, like, I use YouTube as a part of my business, and that's why, to me, like, the mentality that I have approaching YouTube and when I watch YouTube is quite different to just like surfing Instagram. So in the past, I used to have everything: Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram. And Snapchat was the first one to go. And it wasn't so much an active decision. It was just that I was in a relationship at the time where we used Snapchat a lot, and that was like pretty much the only person that I would send photos to. And then other than that, it was just like a few friends here and there. So it was quite easy once I broke up with that person to kind of just slip out of it. And more so than that, like, a lot of the people that I did follow on Snapchat were posting on Instagram anyway, because that was the time when Instagram stories came around. So to me, like, I didn't really see a need to check both places because it's essentially like the same stories again, right? So I kind of left Snapchat. I didn't delete it or anything. I just like kind of stopped using it. But then I was using Instagram quite a bit, and Instagram was definitely the most toxic out of any of the social medias. And I'm sure that what I'm going to tell you guys isn't going to be news because you've heard of these stories before. I can't remember her name because it was quite like unique, but there was this one girl a couple of years ago, or maybe it was just last year, when she was a massive Instagrammer, and she just talked about how her entire account was fake, how she had really low self-esteem, how she relied on likes to have a sense of self-worth. And yeah, I'll put her name up somewhere on the screen once I find it. But essentially, for me, like, I'm not like an Instagrammer or anything like that. I was just like your daily user, which most of us are, where we might post pictures every now and then. And yeah, they're not like the most perfect Instagrammy shots, but we try to, like, you know, when we order a meal, we'll kind of stand over the table and take a photo or rearrange the plates, or you might just post up a few pictures with your friends here and there. But you're a daily user, so you're like always scrolling through and seeing what's up. And so for me, it took me a really long time for me to realize that Instagram was really diminishing my sense of self-worth. For me, I fell into this comparison trap where I was comparing myself to all these people, and like, I'm just gonna say, like, they were girls, you know, all these other girls who were really successful and, you know, just had like an amazing life. And of course there's that saying, like, don't compare your worst experiences to that person's highlight, because that's all people post on their Instagram. So that really helped me. But I guess looking back, I understand that a lot of the successful people on there, are there because like a lot of it is for self-promotion, and they're there to talk about how successful they are, because if they do that, then they bring more success to them and they bring more brands or more partnerships and affiliates. And so it's important for them to showcase this life where they are having a fantastic life, right? And the other thing was pretty people. So it made me feel really bad, the fact that there were these girls on Instagram who were really, I guess, according to society, either hot or pretty or good looking. And that was it. Like, that was what was enough for them to have followers. And it was just like selfies, and they would post every now and then. So like, I'm not talking about the people who obviously put work behind their Instagram and they post every day. You know, it might be selfies, but like, I don't know, you can clearly see that they're doing this because they're building their own business. There'd be just particular people, on the other hand, who would just have a few selfies here and there. Yeah, nothing more to it than that, but they'd still have heaps of followers, and that would make me go, wow, like, this sucks. Like, I'm not like that, and so that's why I don't have that many followers. But also, I work so hard to do what I do every day, and I work really hard to build like a business that brings value to people. And it made me feel shit that people could find Instagram success, I guess you could say, so easily. Oh gosh, I hope this is coming through like the way that I want it to come through on your end, rather than me kind of just like bashing people up, because that's not what it is. It was just more like how I felt about it and how it made me feel like my sense of self-worth was just like kind of going down. So that was really toxic for me to have those kind of comparisons and for me to have those kind of thoughts. So eventually I kind of just stopped using Instagram altogether, and I started spending my time doing things that I thought were valuable to my life. And I know it's really hard to escape like social media, because it's so easy just to like scroll and just to open up your app, or you know, once you've got a notification, then you just open it up. So yeah, I turned off all my notifications. Every time I realized that I was going to check check Instagram, I would instead reach out for a book that I was reading. And I'll talk about this in another video, but I found that reading has been a lot better at replenishing my life with value and with interest. So yeah, I would still check it like once a day, but then once a day was done, I would just like give it up and focus on something else. And then eventually I kind of just realized I didn't really need it at all, so I kind of just left altogether. And so with Facebook, this was really super easy. I still use Messenger because like everyone's on Messenger, it's just easier to access people that way. But I put on this extension on my desktop where I cannot access Facebook, the feed. It just pops up with nothing. And so in that sense, like, you just don't feel compelled to scroll. And I don't have the app on my phone either. So the only time that I can access the Facebook feed is if I actively go on Chrome, type in, on my phone I mean, Chrome on my phone, type in Facebook, and then go through Facebook via the Chrome browser as opposed to the app itself, which is a terrible experience because they haven't optimized it for that platform. So yeah, it kind of like reinforces to me that I shouldn't be on Facebook anyway because it sucks. So yeah, I guess once I started distancing myself away from social media, I realized just how unhappy it made me. And I guess I just wanted to share this story with you guys because I don't know, like I feel like a lot of us know deep down that social media doesn't make us very happy, but we still do it out of habit. And if we can break that habit and find different ways to bring our sense of self-worth up and to find other avenues that are going to add meaning into our lives, I think we should try to do that. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I would absolutely love to hear them, but that's why you won't really find me on Instagram or plugging it anymore. So yeah. Alright, I will talk to you guys next time. Let me know if you did like this video and what you would like to hear more of in the future, but I can't wait to talk to you guys really soon.